Hij laat op.
80.
Okay, Paul, you came from the UK and you're guest of Nissan, and you started the UK Nissan Owners Club.
Yes, that's right.
Okay, so there is already. Well, I thought the Dutch were always the most organized one, but obviously the UK beat us. How many Nissan Leafs are there in the UK?
There's about 400 in the UK now.
400.
Yes,
okay, four times as much as in the Netherlands. So you're 5 times as big, so that's good.
Yes.
And how many fast chargers?
We have a fast charger at every Nissan Leaf dealership, so there's 26 fast chargers, and there's about 5 or 6 privately owned fast chargers there, and those privately owned ones are also government paid for as well.
Ah, okay. Hey, and how did you have your Nissan Leaf here too?
Yes, I do.
And how did you come here? You drove here?
Yes, I live in the southwest of England, in Cornwall, and I drove 650 kilometres to Newcastle in over 2 days, using fast and slow charging.
Wow.
And then I got the ferry across from Newcastle to Amsterdam.
Yeah?
And
to Amsterdam? Oh, okay.
Yes,
yeah.
yes,
So
yes.
that was easy.
Yes, that's the easy bit.
But the 650 kilometres
Yes.
in 2 days? 300?
Yes, it was very easy. I did two or three fast charges per day and a slow charge overnight, and it was very easy.
Okay, well, then you really paid your dues to come here, so it's really great. We just were here in the Olympic Stadium, and which movie did we watch?
We watched Revenge of the Electric Car, and it was fantastic.
Yeah, it was a really, interesting too. And you never saw the previous movie, Death of the Electric Car.
No, I've not seen it, but I'm going to have to see it now.
Yeah, it was a fantastic movie, full of conspiracy, because the GM was killing the electric car because of the oil industry, and it really was a nice, car. Now, what's your story? Why did you get involved with Nissan with Leafs?
Well, I've wanted an electric car for years.
Why?
Well, two reasons really. The first thing is I want to reduce my CO2 footprint. I'm trying to do everything to reduce my CO2.
Why?
Because I believe it's the way we all need to be going, and I don't want to be giving oil companies loads of money to take oil out of the ground for me to burn.
And why is it? Where does that environmental consciousness come from?
I've absolutely no idea. It's just a recognition, if you like, over a number of years of the fact that global warming exists. I know it exists, and I feel as though I want to do something in my small way to help.
Okay, so you have an electric car.
Yeah.
What else do you do?
Well, in terms of, I'm a computer consultant, so I have technical things. I have
so you burn a lot of electricity on lots of computers.
I do.
So how do you get the electricity?
Well, I have solar panels on my roof.
Good. Okay.
And so, in fact, not only that, my electric car, my Nissan Leaf, is charged from renewable source electricity from the grid as well. So it's totally
You're a good
CO2
green boy. You're a good green boy. And on the other hand, you have a whole bunch of servers, and you basically install a lot of computer systems which burn up a little bit. But
I like to think I'm a
that.
realist.
Okay. Any other cars which are on the horizon except for the Nissan Leaf? Well, first let's talk about your experience. What's the experience with the Nissan Leaf?
Nissan Leaf is fantastic. It's just a fantastic car to drive. Anyone who goes in one after 2 or 3 min's, they're smiling. They have a smile on their face, and they want to drive it. They want, even if they can't afford it, and there are a lot of people that can't. Right now, the prices will come down, but they have this smile on their face, and it's infectious. I drive my Nissan Leaf every day. I have a diesel car which I hardly use. It's a Land Rover Freelander.
Oh, really? That kind of good English quality.
Yes, but that.
What are you going to do with that?
Well, I'm hoping to sell it next year and to get a hybrid.
Which one?
Undecided completely at the moment. I'm looking at the Vauxhall Ampera, and I'm looking at the plug-in Prius.
The plug-in Prius, which does 20 kilometers or something like that.
Yes,
it's really not.
No, but most of my journeys are 10 to 20 miles. So the plug-in Prius is borderline.
But then, why then? I mean, if you have a Nissan Leaf, why And why then have another car? It's for your wife.
Yes, we have. I have a business that I run, so I'm often out during the day, and my wife is at home. And she needs a car.
Okay. Yeah, you need a second car.
Yeah.
And so basically, have you found how long do you have the car?
Since April.
Okay. So what happens if you need to go to Manchester or something like that, or to another place?
Right. Well, I will use the Leaf, and I will fast charge.
Okay. So do you use your diesel car, your diesel Land Rover, a lot in the last couple of months?
I use my diesel car probably once or twice a month.
Yeah, so it's not much anymore.
No, I really don't feel as though I need it.
Okay, so the Emperor might be also, the Opel Emperor might also be a car for you?
Yes, I've driven it twice now. I drove a pre-production, and I've driven the latest production model.
Yeah.
And to be quite honest, I like it. It's a heavier car. It has less light in it. The windows are smaller. But it
I thought it was a little dark and depressing.
Yes, I don't disagree with that.
Did you find it not noisy? Did you try it with the...
I did, yes. I found the pre-production noisier than the production. But it is noisier. And I think one of the things is that we're spoilt. Being Leaf owners, we're totally spoilt. And we get in the car and you hear this engine fire up and you think, no.
Okay, great. Hey Paul, it's been wonderful to have you here in Holland and that you came to do the 650 miles for the movie and to meet all of us here. So
thank you very much.
Appreciate it.
Thank you for having me. Nice to talk to you.
Okay, cool. Thanks for doing an interview twice.
Yeah.
So here you can just